In this video, I'm going to talk about how to incorporate non-linearities, and the easier way to do that is to take the log of your dependent variable or an independent variable. Linearity means that we have these beta parameters. Those are constant across all values of x. An example would be if education increases by 1 year, we assume that no matter what is the initial level of education, the impact on wages is going to be the same. That is, an increase of education from 4 to 5 years, that is an increase of 1 year, is going to have the same impact on the wages as moving from 14 years of education to 15 years of education. The slope is constant and identical in both cases. So what we are assuming here is that the x variable, it's having same impact on y variable no matter where we take the changed value. So we are assuming that if x changes by 1 unit, here the change in y is beta 1. So we can see that no matter we take that change here or here, the impact on y is beta 1. The slope is not changing. By nonlinearity of x and y, we mean that the slope is not constant. For example, if we have a relationship between x and y like this, if we take the derivative here, we see the slope is positive and we'll get beta 1 here, and if we take a derivative here, we can see that when x changes by 1 unit, the change in y is beta 2, and here beta 1 is positive and beta 2 is negative, and they are not identical. On the other hand, let's make it beta 2. Here beta 1 is equal to beta 2. That is, slope is constant everywhere. One way to convert this type of nonlinear model into a linear model like this is transform x variable, y variable, or both x and y variables. We discussed the example of wage and education, and obviously the assumption that education has the same impact on wages no matter what the initial level of education is doesn't make sense. So we have to make this nonlinear model linear. So there are a bunch of ways we can do that. The easiest way is to take the log of either the dependent variable or the independent variable, or both the dependent and independent variables. The first type of model that we discussed earlier was the level model, and in this type of model you take both your dependent variable and independent variables at levels. If we use this level model, the interpretation of beta 1 coefficient is that if x changes by 1 unit, y will change by beta 1. If you are dealing with this type of model, you have to be very careful about the unit of measurement that you are using here. For example, in the case of wage and education example, if you are using level model, the interpretation would be if education increases by 1 year, remember x was measured in years, y, that is the wages, will change by whatever beta coefficient you will get. So that would be the interpretation. Now, if your model is nonlinear in nature, the first method to transform our model is to use this level log model. If you use this log level model, your y variable enters in level, but your x variable enters in the logarithmic form. So you take the log of your x variable. So in this case, the interpretation of your beta 1 coefficient will be if x changes by 1%, y changes by beta 1 over 100. The third type of model that you can use is called log level model. In this case, you take the log of your y variable and you do not take the log of your x variable. So x variable enters in level. The interpretation will be if x increases by 1 unit, y will change by beta 1 by 100%. For example, if you take the log of wages in our wage education example, then the interpretation of beta 1 coefficient would be if education increases by 1 year, y will change by beta 1 multiplied by 100%. And finally, this is the model that we use extensively in applied econometrics, and this is called the elasticity of y with respect to x. In this case, you take the log of both x and y variables. If you're using this type of model, The interpretation of beta 1 is that beta 1 equals percentage change in y due to percentage change in x. That is why it is called elasticity of y with respect to x. If x increases by 1%, y will change by beta percent. This is how you interpret different beta parameters based on whether your x and y variables are entering in the log form or in the level form. Okay, so these were some of the ways in which you can transform your nonlinear model into a linear model by taking the log of either the dependent variable or the explanatory variable or both variables. Now it may not work in all of the cases, and it may not be possible to always transform a nonlinear model into a linear model. In that case, we have to introduce a different methodology that I'll talk about in the next video. Alright, bye bye.